Here we go, ladies and gents. We are back now. We are back now and ready to go for the next round. And we're just getting the setup happening as we wait for what occurs. You can see here the clan teams are just coming in now. This is the OC and Foy Boy match, as you would have seen from the intro screen there. What a great first match, though. I managed to spoil it for Airborne Kiwi, who has joined us in the panel now. He didn't get much of a choice. I said we were going to talk about it. But Kiwi, welcome, mate, and welcome back from your colossal victory last night over the NRD guys. Gumby, you have to be quiet here, and Putang as well. You're not allowed to groan or moan when he talks about how awesome 3 para were. Kiwi, welcome to the channel, mate, and welcome to the cast.
Thanks, Noppers. Yeah, no, awesome. Normally you'd kind of say to NRD and the other team about, you know, well played and all that, but I just want to say, despite their massive use of hacks, we still managed to overcome them as well. So, you know, it was
You meant to cover that shit on your stream, Putang, when you're streaming, mate. I think they're onto you.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, sorry. I'm being flippant. No, that was the 3 para guys have been buzzing for 24 hours now. I think we've all watched your stream about 3 or 4 times each, and there were so many little things that just happen that make up the win. I mean, there's big things that happen in the battle that have a bigger impact, but there's also 20 to 30 smaller 1v1 wins that happen, or somebody just gets a great position, and all the things added up. But NRD were awesome, man. What a great team, and they've been really cool to talk to afterwards, and we're looking forward to more matches.
Such a beautiful point just there. I watched the 2 Chimera teams. I sat with them after the match in their Discord as they watched their battle as a collective, and sat there and they took the piss out of each other and stuff and had a good time of it. And that's what this is all about, that esprit de corps, as we call it in the military, that camaraderie of the community. I absolutely love that, mate, and you made some really good points there about it all. You know, with NRD as well, great community team there, and they were right into it. But the big one I wanted to point out to you, mate, you said you guys have been watching the stream and stuff like that. I'm mind blown with the number of views we've had of even after the stream. You know, this is my first time ever live streaming, and a few folks here have done it a little bit, but the fact that we've had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of views of those battles last night, and so many people messaging us today and saying how awesome it was, and that we were doing a great job. And I love that, because there's such a lot of work that goes into it, you know, and a lot of effort to try and give some sort of entertainment to the community. So sometimes I crack dad jokes and people just roll their eyes, but other times they actually go down range, and I win. Now let's go to the other panel members. Of course, I've still got the 2 here. Putang usually lurking in the background to support me on stuff, but we've brought him in for a bit of the comms tonight. So Putang, welcome back, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for having me again, Offers. Love being here as always.
And that was your moment to actually say something to Kiwi about this hacks. This. I mean, are you Russia or the West when it comes to these accusations getting thrown around, mate?
I mean, you know, I must be that good if I'm getting accused of hacks. You know, it just boosts my ego that little bit more.
That's the spirit.
Gumby, of course, is back for his second match tonight. Welcome back, Gumby. And do you have a soapbox you need to get on against these 3 para guys?
Nah, they did better, and we're just going to have to iron out a few kinks and get even better. If you thought that was hard, I'd hate to be the Foy Boys at OC in the next game that we play.
You make such a good point there, mate, and you're absolutely right. We're just starting to go in now to St. Mary Glees. Looks like Checkpoint's going to get fought over again tonight. Just for the casting panel here, I'm on the German side, and that's where I'm staying. So if you guys could jump on the American side, that'd be great. Well, split that up, actually. Gumby, if you want to stay on the German side, if you can, so that we can at least have multi-angle views to talk about in the channel here. So Checkpoint is the point that we're fighting over for this one. And I'm just going to spawn in and get our eyeballs over it and do my little admin camera thing. We've gone through this in spades. Shit, let's get this right. Someone just died. There's people dying back here. Probably a little early there. I think you should save your bullets for the enemy, but whatever. I guess it's a really good team spirit thing going on back here. I'm on the Foy Boys side. Of course, I do a fair bit of gaming with those guys, so I can talk to them extensively. Who'd be my SME here for the OC guys? Which one of you guys would say that you've played a fair bit with them?
NID actually had a practice match on checkpoint against the OC, so...
It's almost like I set you up to answer that one, Poot.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
So that's exactly right. NID and OC had a practice match on this very map with this very capture point as the centre of attention. So I'm not sure what prep Foy Boys did, but OC have already had a go at this. I think from memory, were they the right or the left, Pootang?
They played as Germany, so they were coming in from...
Okay, so this is the other side now. That might be a little bit up-footing for him, but that's fine. I haven't even started the timer. So bad am I at this streaming stuff. So if we stop that, if we put it at 44 minutes and we start the timer at 44 minutes, we should be pretty much on the money for what's going on there. Let's just make sure the bastard of a thing comes up. Hello, Battle Time, where are you? There we go. Gumby wants to join my squad. I don't think I want you in my squad, Gumby. You're a bit of a troublemaker. All right. So the timer should be... Go on,
I've actually got a theory for you for them killing each other. So they'll drop supplies for nodes and the officer shoots them. 10-second respawn instead of 20 seconds, saving time.
There you go. Okay, that's a little bit of a strategy. They really do take the meta to the next level, don't they? They practice a lot of stuff. So we've got them moving in now. The Foy Boys are moving in now. These are probably two of the... They're definitely in the top 5 clans, probably in the top 3, these two clans. I will say that flat out. We've got a recon vehicle coming up, straight up south. We've got a truck full of stuff driven by Pariah. I don't think that ever ends well, but let's see what they do. Pariah's driving can be a bit dodge. Whiskey's got the other truck there coming in. And then way up north, Gobotron's driving, and Gobes is on the panel, of course, and Whiskey's on the panel, of course. So there you go. And Harry Flashman, of course, down the bottom there was also supporting us Wednesday night. So here we go up the top here. Gobes is coming in with the truck, Whiskey, and so 3 trucks worth, 3 spread out across the map. Tell me what you've got on the other side of the map there, Kiwi.
Yeah, so as you'd expect, they've gone with, is it the light tank? And their trucks have moved across to in front of checkpoint, and one is mostly full and the other one obviously has a few less people given the numbers, but it looks like they're off to a good start. They've got I think pretty much all their nodes up, and yeah, hopefully that's a sign of things to come.
I think we saw how important nodes were in the last match. Poutine, were you telling me that the TFK guys were running out of nodes?
That was Lucian, but yeah, they ran out of nodes. They built them behind church, actually.
All right, well, Loishan now, ironically, is in the tank that I'm just coming up on behind. Loishan, Bar, 789 and Red Cordial. I want to know what the 7889 means, Bar. You need to communicate that through some sort of chat later on, I think. They're coming in straight on that main supply route that I talked about frequently during our pre-match stuff. I'm just doing a flyby down the supply route here. So that's Fox 7... keypad 6 all the way through, but the Foy Boys are on the point, and if the Foy Boys get this point straight up, Jesus, there's stuff going on everywhere already. There's a truckload of stuff just coming to the back here with Reva. There's the truck. Okay, so that's all right there. Foy Boys are on the point. They are hard to dig out, but the OC guys learned some lessons the other day about map control, which we saw in the last match, and we saw last night from 3 Para as well, Kiwi. Map control is what's going to win this battle for anybody. Do you think OC have got the good map control set up starting already?
Yeah, they've definitely started with a more... they're not on the point as such, but they are starting to spread out and cover the area around the outside. So, yeah, definitely map control is something they're looking at. But as you said before, trying to dig out a team that holds the centre point, I mean, it's hard to do no matter what the team. And we all know the calibre of these two teams. So it's shaping up to be a great matchup. It's pure attacking map control versus defensive, probably aggressive defence, I'll say.
Right now, nobody's actually capping this point. I can see Shuey's up in that machine gunner's window. Everyone was thrilled with that position last night. Such a great point to cover this area from. Messi is a really good player. He's up in that window, but he's got everybody giving him a piece of their mind. So he's got to pull his head in a little bit there and try and work out how to get some fire down range. What we're seeing here, though, is that Foy Boys are gradually being pushed back off the cap. They've lost a lot of their troops, and there's a big move here on the southwest corner. Lord Ginch, Deadman, Brap, and Tempest have controlled that southwest corner down at Echo 8, Keypad 7, Keypad 8. And what that does is it cuts off the Foy Boys line of supply. So if we just have a quick look here, I cannot see a single garrison on the map from the Foy Boys. I can see 2 OPs and no garrisons. What have we got from OC?
We have got 3 back garrisons and about 5 OPs spread from E6 all the way down to E8 to F8 to F6.
Oh my goodness, the Foy Boys have had, I think they've had a bit of white line fever to get into the cap point. They've had absolute terrible start here. There are no garrisons anywhere near anything. There is not a garrison on the map. I've got Delta Squad.
I do believe Cortex might have got a supply truck stuck, and that might be why there's no garrisons up the rear yet.
Oh,
On
Cortex.
another note, too, they did wait for enough supplies to start with a heavy tank. They
Very
didn't
good.
use a medium push into the point.
Oh.
Straight up the heavy.
I've got the disappointing supply truck right now. Someone's tried to cross a footbridge with it, and I'm pretty sure it is Cortex.
Round 2, another one for the Cortex.
Cortex is not having the time of his life. But look, I'm seeing a supply truck come in the back here. Who's in that one? That's Cortex. So there he goes. He's coming in the back here. Are there any OC guys to stop that right now? There's some close.
There is their tank. Their tank is just in front of him.
Where is that tank?
East. Just to the east intersection.
I can see it there.
M4.
Yeah, absolutely. And
This could go very bad.
It is pushing in now. No, it's actually holding position on the road. Well, what they'll be doing there, you know what, I talk too much. Gumby, tell me what they're doing there.
That just looks like they're trying to cut off their advance to get into the point. They've got no Garys. They're working off OPs. Okay, first garrison's down, and you got an M4 pushing it. So that's a bit scary.
That M4 is going to take out their supplies. If they're watching, they'll look left and they'll take it out. There's also a squad leader up here, a scout leader, having a look-see up the top. What's that coming down at the back there? Is that supplies coming way down back? I'd say OC are trying to push them right back. Repurpose has seen Cortex, and Cortex is in the truck now, but Repurpose has seen those supplies. Let's see, is he communicating those supplies to that tank? The tank's certainly marked. Foy Boys are pretty good at the comms stuff, which we didn't see very well from TFK last time. And Fishsticks actually made that comment in the chat just before. Yeah, our communication was 100% poo, pretty much, is what he said.
I'm not sure if you just noticed either. That was an American supply drop that just landed up there. The Repurpose might be getting a rear attacking Gary up.
Yeah, I saw that supply come in. Cortex has communicated that Repurpose was running down through that field. Whiskey's taken him, but Whiskey's now got a tank coming in on him. Whiskey, I'm not sure what you're going to be able to do there as squad leader, mate, but you're going to want to run a little bit faster because he's got you and he's shooting. They've shot the supplies. All right, there we go. So the Foy Boys are definitely on the back foot right now. We've got a whole bunch of people way, way, way down the south of the map. I'm going to assume there's Constantine, the self-sourcing AT guy. He's not playing, of course. Pariah is, though. And Pariah, look how far these guys have got to run in from. They've got a garrison up at Charlie 8. That's 2.5 grid squares away from where the action are. I can tell you right now, having played with a few of these guys, Heck and Sausage's squad here would be slightly pissed because they're mostly office workers by the look of them, and they're having to run in. Go on for the Tiger. Where's the Tiger at?
Tiger's over. It's on the hunt. C6.
Yep, got him now.
He's hunting that M4.
Got him now. Got him now.
It's around.
Let's see what the marking's like from the Foy Boys. Jagdpanzer is in there and Wiggy as well, and they're probably chasing that M4. They'll be communicating stuff pretty well. The Tiger's last marker was up there by... it's gone, actually. They've taken the markers down. That's actually quite important because the Tiger now knows at least that the enemy tank has been cleared out of the top. There's a new marker up. India's markers come up for that Tiger tank to observe. And, of course, they've also got AT on it. But a lot of the... there's Gerberman. He's going for the satchel. He's doing the satchel run. I don't think he's quick enough. He's not quick enough as well. And Jaeger, of course, has overexposed by trying to run in directly behind Gerberman.
The Tiger's about to hit him on the left.
So those boys should have split up that run in. One go one way, one go the other. They didn't do that very well. Here's the Tiger now breaching. Red Cordial's jumped out. Good. That's a bad move, Red Cordial. They've got a shot in. Still good. Red's pushing. There's the first shot. I think it's game over though for this American tank.
All over.
And there it is. Red Cordial's still alive though. Red's a little bit concerned about what he can do from here. He's going to bandage up and have a think about it.
He could get that Gary.
He could get that Gary. I would be interested actually to see what Red Cordial does
He's
here.
going for it.
He's a very, very good player.
Look at him go.
Look at him
He's
go.
going for it.
He's got the pistol out. He's taking no prisoners.
This tank driver is about to take out a Gary.
And not with the cannon.
It's an unusual way. Wait a minute. Where's he run to now? Has he gone the wrong way?
No.
He's jumping on the barrel. He's seen Jaeger. Is he smart enough to wait? He is smart enough to wait. Jaeger's seen him though. Here's the pistol.
Oh no.
Has he got the goods? He's got the goods. He's
Oh, he's
shooting
got
down.
it! Oh wow!
What a game! What a play! Red Cordial. That's a game-changing moment there because he's absolutely ripped the guts out of the Foy Boys attack yet again, and so now they've lost their primary forward garrison. They've got that one at Rudigan Bosville still. There's a couple of guys there. I can see it turning around straight away. It's too late, fellas. That Gary's gone. Red Cordial's taken it out, and he's been gunned down for his trouble. There's a bombing run. Whose bombing run's that? That's going across the point. So the Foy Boys are dropping it on what?
They are dropping it on nothing.
OC, that's spread out with sector control. It's scary.
That is actually. The Foy Boys, if they just group up and do a consolidated push over those two sectors, they should be able to push in. But look, OC are absolutely showing they're far too good at the moment. They're pushed way out of the point. The Foy Boys are just miles back. There's 33 minutes to go, so it is anyone's game for now. Look, we got pinging on the bottom of the map here from the commander. I'm not sure what he's pinging down there.
Coming down too.
That's an airhead. Is that a Foy Boys airhead, is it? That's actually a smart move, but I can see that fat guy has seen it. They were expecting this. Of course they would be. Half their team's running. That's probably a little bit of an overcommitment. But they can do it. They've got the numbers right now. They can afford to have like 20 people run back. Is Fat Guy going to stay for some kills, or is he going to just take it straight? He's going to take it straight out.
Foy Boy might start capturing.
They won't risk that.
There's only one on the point.
That's too many people, boys. Too many people going back there. That's a bit of a silly play. Fat Guy should have been communicating that. Hey, I've got it. And Dixon, and there was no need for that many people to go back there. Absolutely no need whatsoever. And
Might have been scared of a spawn wave of it.
Yeah, but they were that close. You could tell from the distance that he was going to be able to gun at him. Fat Guy's well and truly skilled enough to know.
Repurpose just took out their garrison at through.
This is interesting because that point you just made about OC being so far out and what we just watched down the southeast, we've now got 3 Foy Boys on the point. Unfortunately, yet again, no squad leaders. So not sure whether they got in shot on the way in. I know Harry Flashman was trying to get in and he got killed. Foy Boys are also now trying to take the north area. That's Pariah trying to dominate up there. He's doing a little bit of bunny hop on the road to just jump over those bullets that are coming his way. It seems to have worked because he's still alive. Here's Red Dragon and Major Mess. They'll try and effect some change up the north here. This is actually a smart play from the Foy Boys. Clearly they're not doing any good down the south there. So they are intelligent enough to switch that attack. Gumby, have a bit of a chat to me about what you think the Foy Boys need to do from there.
They need to definitely get that north. I feel like north had a big key when we played on this map, and from our practice match against OC, we barely had any control over the north, and that was our undoing. We got in, we captured first, but they managed to reclaim it, and a lot of it's just from the north.
Right,
a lot more cover.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. I made lots of points during the pre-match stuff about that north area, and the Foy Boys have now dominated it. We've got garrisons up there finally. Now I'm starting to see the Foy Boys that I've played games against and with. There's 5 garrisons now, as opposed to a big fat 0 that we saw before. I'd expect actually to see Cortex running an APC out soon. He's got less creeks to run into, but he's still managed to crash the truck this round. So let's hope he can get an APC through to the front line. Dixon's ripping the window apart. Whoever was in there is no longer there. Foy Boys have been pushed up the point again. They do control the north area, sort of, at the moment. I'm seeing a bit of a pushback. Poutine, can you talk me through the OC pushback on the north here? Are they going to be able to rip the Foy Boys out of that area?
I mean, OC and I'm for attacking. They're going to be able to push anyone out anywhere, mate. I've seen it happen. They push and you disappear. That's scary, mate.
That's a reasonable, fair call, actually. Although, Foy Boys, who have we got up here? Aesthetic, well, he's down. George Soros pretty good. Hot Sauce pretty good. Messi pretty good. They are sort of holding on. But again, their squad leader's dead. So that means that whatever's going on for their OPs, well, I assume that one of these OPs they've got here is theirs. Pariah's trying to make a flanking move. He plays a lot of Commander, Pariah, so he would be well versed on what he believes needs to be done. 30 on the clock left. 30 on the clock left for this game, so it's still out there in the open, as all matches this weekend have demonstrated. There's a strafing run. Perhaps something useful came of that on this particular cap point. All right, talk to me what you're seeing.
76, Tiger, south.
Where am I seeing that? Let's have a look. Where's that bloody tank? Here we go. We've got a 76. I'm in behind that now. 76 looks a bit frosty. There it goes. When Cordial's alive again.
Got out the fix. The Tiger's pretty busted, but I'm not going to lie. Dead Man has just killed out about 8 people off the garrison just to the south there.
Dead Man's a...
Of course he has.
He's an unreal shot, and he's just wiping them as they spawn off that garrison. I thought the tank was going to get him, but the 76 just distracted him.
He's got the big weapon here. I hate shooting that thing, but he's obviously pretty good. Here he goes.
Look at him go. I think that was at least 12 kills he got just there.
What a great effort there from Dead Man. I'd be interested to see what his scores are like. I can't obviously see that. The tank's Tiger Tank's just driving away now. It's going away to consolidate a bit. Foy Boys, look, they've got plenty of people up north of the point. But I've got to say, they don't look like they've got much strategy at the moment. Now, whether that's just because they've been so effectively pressed back, or whether it's because they are just a bit disconnected after, there's a bit of nerves here playing against each other, OC and Foy Boys. And perhaps there's a bit of that stepping in here where they're just sort of a bit nervy, and their first battle strategy, like all good battle strategies, falls apart on immediate contact with the enemy. We play that game in real life in the military. All the best planning in the world goes to complete arse as soon as the first bullet's fired. So it's how you pick the pieces up from that makes it so important. I'm not seeing the pieces get picked up very well here. We did see the north push from Foy Boys, and they are holding that area, but they're unable to capitalise on it because the OC guys are constantly pressing it. We've got a brave man here, Reavers, running across the middle of a paddock. That's how confident he is not getting shot. He's like, fuck taking cover, I'm just going to run across the paddock. He's got Shuey to his north, so they're pressing out from the point pretty well. Putang, I'm going to hand over to you for a minute because I need a drink of water. Talk to me about what's going on here for OC. What do you think they need to do to absolutely shut Foy Boys out from this game? And then I'd like to hear from Kiwi about how he would bring back the Foy Boys to a win.
So the OC at the moment, they've got great sector control. They've pushed out really far, and like one of the guys said last night about dropping supplies instead of boxing, OC have just taken out another set of supplies on the Foy Boy front line to try build a Gary because a big dildo dropped out of the sky.
Looks like they're double boxing behind checkpoint at the moment.
Does it? I have not seen that. They've got a nice push coming in the north. It's slowly forming. It's taking time, but there's this push from Foy Boys in the north, and it's looking scary.
Foy Boys have just double boxed east of the point, checkpoint. They're about to get a Gary up.
Is that with Pariah?
Yep.
I mean, I don't know what you guys think, but these situations are difficult, but to me, because at the moment OC sector control is just superb. They're very, very spread out. They're controlling all the right points that they need to control. They've got amazing garrisons all over the place. So if it was me, with Foy Boys so spread out and just all over the place, I would probably try and get either a half track or drop a deep airhead in the north where it's going to live, basically. I would reconsolidate my team with recons, perhaps trying to get flanking Garys up and other options. And then I would push through and try and poke a hole through what effectively is quite a spread out defence. Yeah, well, spread out defence is working great, but they're not able to penetrate anywhere.
I'm looking now.
Look, there's a big wave on that garrison now, coming from the east.
I'm absolutely looking at that now. So I've got that garrison at Golf 7. I've got a garrison at Echo 6. I've got a garrison. OC just took down the garrison at Delta 6. I would not care about that one right now.
Big oh shit moment.
Delta 8, yeah, look, this is good. This is actually quite good. So Foy Boys have worked out what their problem is in the way they're attacking and the way they're getting pushed away. And a great recon now has come up by the Cortex, the leader of the Foy Boys in this match. You can see his score 313. He's a very experienced player. He's put a recon there up the echo column, which is lit up where the OC guys are. That's great intel for the guys that are pushing in on the point now. But let's get into the point and see if they've got the goods. At the back here, we're watching Red Dragon and Hubert. Hubert is a fantastic player, one of the best shots in the game. I'm interested to see if they can actually take this out and push these guys up the point, because they have to get... Where's the garrison? Oh, no, they've been cut to pieces. Hubert's gone. Wiggy's there by himself.
You got the Tiger pushing in the point now from the north.
Yeah, I see that.
It's just sending it straight in. He's got ATO behind him.
OC are taking the garrison at Echo 6 now as well. So OC must have some very good intel, and they're ripping that apart. Can I just get an idea of where's the nearest garrison to the point for OC? Oh, there's some guys just got ripped to pieces too. That Tiger, here's Fat Guy. He's going for the satchel. This could be interesting. He's running hard. Wiggy's got to protect that Tiger tank, or otherwise it's GG for the Tiger.
I think Kingsy's got a very good... They've got a very good motto. They just don't stop. It's just so hard to satchel them. They just keep moving.
Kingsy is...
They know if they stop, they'll die.
There we go. Fat Guy didn't have the goods. Reaver's been cut to pieces. George Soros is on the point. I agree with you. Kingsy is one of the best players in the game when it comes to tanking. There's a bombing run. OC's thrown in a panic run. That's an OC bombing run by the looks of that. And they're going, oh shit, they've lost the point. They've hit nobody with that bombing run though, of course, because the Foy Boy guys that were there are dead. Now they're coming in from the right still. It's a great spawn wave. We don't have any OPs out that way, though. They are down further south. The Foy Boys have the tank moving around. That is going to be critical. Where is the nearest OC tank, please, guys?
Nearest OC tank? I cannot see it on my map.
They don't, unless
yes,
I'm wrong.
the road.
No, sorry, it's coming in from the north of Checkpoint. On the main road.
Oh, there it is. There it is right there. Okay, so that's trying to flank around now with... It's going around where its infantry support is, but it's also going around to where the Foy Boys are spawning in, which is a smart move because they know they're out there. There's no way they wouldn't understand that there's some sort of Gary out that way. Is there a mark on the map?
Just infantry marks leading up that way.
Right.
Just watch how quick that... the sector controls just changed, just from that one garrison in the rear.
Absolutely.
They've been so spread out, and now the battle's all over the point. Here comes another bombing run.
The Tiger's just lost his engine, and he's been bombed as well. That is actually... Oh, God. The Foy Boy commander has bombed the Tiger tank.
That just killed so many infantry.
People were going everywhere. There's body parts everywhere down here at the moment. What a hell of a bombing run. I'm not sure he communicated that very well with his team, though, because the Tiger tank guys had got out to repair their tank and kill the bloody infantry that were getting them. There's people everywhere, though, at the moment. Here comes that M4.
And the Gary.
76 on point.
Oh, sorry, that's a 76. My bad. 76 again.
So,
another giveaway is the bent aerial.
Oh, the details that I don't look at. Yes. Here we go.
Foy Boys Garrison has just been taken down by Memphis. And this is a tactic that a lot of the good clans use. So they've identified, and this is the problem with a one-directional attack. If you're attacking from one direction, it's very easy to work out where your garrison is. So what Memphis has done, he's spawned deep, and he's come in from behind Foy Boys' attack direction, and he's taken out their most important Gary at the moment.
And that's right, and that's where that tank was going as well, but he could see he had infantry on it already. I'm going to assume that they communicated that, and Memphis has done a great job there and shut down that line of attack. George Soros is still on the point, but Foy Boys are pretty much no longer present at all. They've fallen back all the way back to Rudigan Bosville. They've lost all their Garys up north. They've still got Garys in the Delta column. In an attempt...
Pushing Prowl.
Say that again, please. I can hear a bombing run or something coming in as well, or is that just a supply drop? That's a supply drop, my bad. Where are they pushing? I can see OC pushing north. OC have dominated that area now where Foy Boys were holding before, where they had a good point attack in. Gobatron's trying to affect something with those supplies up north. They've got 3 stacks of supplies up there. Surely they can build something. And Messi's marking a garrison up there. Alpha Squad's marked a garrison up there, so they know where the OC Gary is. But OC still dominate the north. and they're pushing out on.
They're about to lose their South Gary. Browse on their South Gary. So there's about 4 blokes pushing him.
Just having a look now.
Oh, what a nade.
Is that a friendly nade?
Pariah.
Taking down the Gary.
Oh, there's sound alerts. Did you get that? Did you get that sound alert, guys? Because I got the damn sound alert.
Look how quick they put another one up. Look at that. For efficiency. They took the Gary down and they've just built a new one.
Goodness me. Okay, I just had a sound alert come in from the stream chat. I didn't even know that was enabled. That's how new I am to this streaming thing. Scared the shit out of me, and I'm not sure what I can do about that right now. I might have to have a look at my Twitch account while we're talking here. That's going to make for a very interesting cast. 19 minutes on the clock. Okay, can Foy Boys bring this back? Kiwi, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've seen it time and time again how probably the most important part of the match is the last 5 minutes. So, yeah, that last push was good, but again, if they had an attack from another direction, even just a feint, even if it was just a recon squad and a smaller 2-3-man squad throwing some smoke and splitting OC's defense, that attack from the rear might have had a chance. But there's still plenty of time to consolidate. And yeah, I think consolidation is what's needed now.
I'm just watching Jagpanzer try and with his guys try and take out this OC mob, and they got cut to pieces. So that Tiger tank now is moving in, doing what it does.
Pushing straight in again, but there's also an engineer and an AT on the other side of the hedge.
Yep, and he had the tank had infantry support here, but they got cut to pieces. Here we go, Leroy Jenkins straight in the arse for the Tiger. He did not disable its engine though, which was what happened before, which was what made them stay there under the bombing run.
So he's got one more shot, and then yeah. But the thing is, Kingsy won't stop for a satchel. So if they can take the engine out, but still, if they don't stop, they're just going to keep rolling.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. They've stopped.
Oh, there we go.
Satchel time.
Oh, reversing.
Ginger's got to try and take out Marmy the cat so he can get a satchel on, because this tank would know, surely they would know that Ginger's trying to get in behind him with a satchel. And here he goes. You can see what's happening there. He's trying to catch it, but that tank will never stop. Never stop running. What did he just blow up then? What was that?
AT gun.
Oh, excellent work there. There we go. Oh, it's a rocket to the...
Wash your tree.
Oh, no.
That is terrible.
Friendly fire.
Friendly fire.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Josh, he's killed the tank anyway. Oh, my goodness. What a comedy of it.
Sorry for PK.
That was a...
Excellent chat.
Hey, well petted. I mean, I've heard of tanks putting those, what do they call that stuff they put on the outside of the tanks, the screening stuff, to hopefully dissipate rounds coming in. The Tiger tank decided to put one of the enemy out there for the enemy team to shoot. That was, there's going to be recriminations from that. Absolutely. What a great play there, though. Well killed on that tank. Now we've got Alpha and Fox squad pushing down for the Foy Boys. Sorry, I'm laughing a lot. That was brilliant. That is going in the highlights reel without fail. Let's pass over to Gumby while I keep laughing. Gumby, talk to me about this Foy Boys attack, please, mate.
Well, they've lost that rear garrison now, so they're starting to spread out again, and OC's just getting that sector control back. So they've got a good line down south, but it is so hard to cross that field. I've been there, I've tried to cross it. Yes, if you can get to the road, you can put a good push on, but it's just crossing that field and not dying.
I'd like to see more here where they came in from before, because their one successful attack that they've had was getting people up through this north area and then sweeping around behind. The first thing that happens, though, when you get people up the north is you cut off the enemy's line of supply, which allowed Pariah to go around the back and build that Gary. I think Hubert and his squad up here are trying to affect it. We've got Gerberman, Jaeger and Hubert. Three Knees is up there as well. These guys will try and do this, but they're getting pulled to pieces by very, very good OC shooting. I must admit, the OC guys are pretty good. What you said about it before, Putang, is absolutely correct, isn't it?
They're a scary team when they're attacking you, mate. I mean, we practice against them every in between week of BPL, and we've beat them once.
Well, there it is, isn't it? You know, we know that they are one of the top teams, if not the top team playing in this comp, and they are showing it now. 15 on the clock. Still, there's not much of a Foy Boys attack out there at the moment. We've got a cluster down in Echo 8. We've got a cluster at Echo 7 there, and not much up north. There is a smaller tank coming in now.
You got that fat guy just on the road, killing everyone that across that field to the south. Like, they're not getting across. They need to try and push north, get a foot in there, and then push down from there, I reckon.
Fat Guy is a streamer, so shouts out to him. I think he still does streaming anyway, not sure which games anymore. Probably this one for sure. Fats just took something down there, actually. There's supplies there as well for the Foy
he just
Boys.
got shot.
Oh, I happened to look away. Okay, so it's been picked off.
This is their chance to cross that field and hopefully get a foothold in.
And Cortex again with a timely recon. He does use them very well because at least his team knows what's going on. There's supplies coming in.
Put a garrison mark down without anyone there, just assuming where it would be. Like, he's played. I've played against him a few times. It's always great commanding against him. It's always going to be a good couple.
All right, so I can see there's a garrison marker here where Leroy Jenkins is. What they're saying there effectively is that something is spawning in there. We're not sure how or why. I'm going to go look up to see, has Cortex actually picked that garrison, has he?
He's got a ping within 100 metres of it. And, you know, if he's got a team pushing for that and to shut that down, you know, that's a pretty good guess. You know, he's assuming where they're coming from.
Yeah.
And when I'm in his boots, I try to think, like, where would I put it? That's usually what I do. Because there's not, at this point, there's not that many good spots to place a garrison.
We spend a lot of time on that in the military and working out and getting inside the enemy's head. Here we go with the Panzer IV now and Whiskey Man. Joshua Tree's got AT rounds ready to go. Whiskey's on him. Oh, Whiskey was reloading and Joshua got the shot off and killed the tank. Whiskey nailed Joshua, but it was too late. That tank's gone. Kingsy'd be pissed about that because he would have thought he had help. And then Whiskey shot for his trouble. George Soros coming around now to see what he can do against that. George is a pretty good player. There's your shout out, George.
That's wave in the west.
That's all you get, George, for this comp. There's your one fucking shout out, mate. So stop whinging about it. It's been done now. Get over yourself. Bit of a laugh there. George is a great bloke. All right. Okay, so this spawn wave, Danger Klaus has taken out the commander there. Major Messi and Red Dragon are in there. 12 minutes to go. What's next, Gumby? Talk to me. Where are we going from here, mate? The Foy Boys have been shut down again. They've got another spawn wave at Delta 7. South Push is gone. They've got nodes there, sure. The tank just blew up. They've got another tank coming in. What is the next move for the Foy Boys, given how it's failed twice now for those southern pushes?
I reckon the armour definitely needs to give a bit of support to the south, but they're all over it. They've got AT guns there. They've got a tank coming up to the south as well. Like I said before, I reckon if they focus north, they might have a better chance. The southern approach is just so well defended.
We just saw I would assume that was a satchel on the other side of the bocage there that tried to take out the Gary. It took out somebody. He's just pieces now with a little bit of a dash of red for good colour. But that's all gone, but the Gary's still there. The OC guys are still pushing out there, and there's hardly anyone from the Foy Boys there. Foxdog, good luck with that, mate. He's probably even got a single shot. Where's that spawn come in?
Just got the Gary.
Down south. There's a little bit of a spawn there. Okay, so that's the commander. Commander's trying to do that. Actually, where are they? There they are. I just didn't have the camera right. Cortex is throwing grenades down. Red's down. There's too many here from OC, and they're too good. I don't think this is going to get through. I'm just watching what's happening up north, though, as well, out of the corner of my eye a little bit, because here comes a bombing run as well. Where's that bombing run going? Is that an OC bombing run? Yeah, it's on that garrison.
The red-blue line.
Yeah, that Gary's down.
Took out the Gary at the back there, so Cortex is now too far forward, not able to fix that Gary. He's got troops coming around beside him. Gerberman, I'm going to try and get down here. Gerberman wasn't good enough. Leroy Jenkins has taken him down. He's going to check to make sure that Gary was down. That's the end of it. Cortex is lying in the grass now like Keltith did last night, trying to work out what to do, maybe cutting his losses a little bit. The team is not performing as I would have expected here. They are definitely having a lot of trouble cracking this OC defence. We did talk with OC once or twice in the last couple of weeks about their defensive skills. They have certainly demonstrated it. 10 minutes to game end. Thanks very much, Mugshot, saying that in game. Where's that bombing run going? That's the Foy Boys one. But the bombing run is not going to be supported by an infantry push. So what is he doing there, Putang? Why would he do that?
To be honest, I don't know.
He's got Bravo squad coming in
to relieve some pressure, maybe.
That's not going to relieve pressure. It's just going to wake up anyone on the point, because that point is hard to bomb.
Without any infantry behind it, that was a bit of a waste of a bombing run, in my opinion.
Now, I think from memory, it's like 8 minutes to a bombing run reset, is it, or 9? Maybe it's 7.
Not too sure.
No, I'd have to go look that up.
Yeah.
So we may get one more bombing run here, we may not. Whiskey's inside the building here, Rule's outside, no one can hear each other. Whiskey's waiting. See what happens here with this little gameplay while we wait to see what happens outside. Okay, Whiskey's running off now, and so Rule's coming in to look for him. I don't know where Whiskey went. He's outside somewhere now. There we go, round the back. Whiskey's hiding in the bushes in the corner. He's going to put an OP down, I'm guessing. Yep, there it is. There's the OP. But he might just be a little bit too close here to Rule. Rule knows he's there. Where's the shot coming? There it is. No, he's missed. He's missed badly. That's terrible shooting from Whiskey. So what's he going to do now? He's going to sit. He's got the patience. Well, that's good. That's smart play. But OC have the numbers down here. Whiskey's by himself. He's isolated. And he now knows. There's his spawn waves come in. He's going to throw an Esky at it. And Esky fixes every problem. Is that the Aussie way, boys?
Another one pushing in.
Whereabouts we talking there?
He's in behind.
All right, so those guys have cleared out their skull bang, Sully bang, something like that. Sully bang shotgun someone in half. Love the shotgun. Sully bang. Second spawn wave. He's been pulled to pieces. All right, that is a good play now. Whiskey has played smart despite his really shit shooting. And I want to make sure I say that again. Really shit shooting. Because Foy Boys are going to use that sound clip. Well, he's on our panel anyway. And that sound clip is going to be put on repeat in the Foy Boys channel, I'm sure. And we'll make sure that it's the highlight reel as well. But however...
So AT pushing their 76 now.
All right, I can see that.
Salt's playing the satchel.
He's not going to get that satchel on. If that 76 is smart, it's going to move. Yeah, and Jaeger's smart as well. Did he get a satchel on it, though? Is that a satchel? I'm not seeing it. No, I don't think he got the satchel off, but Gerbenman's going to give it a shot. Here we go, and it's game over for the tank. Didn't even need to throw people out. Well done there, Gerbenman, with a great shot. Lovely,
this is
lovely
a scary push.
This is a very good push.
You got the Tiger pushing the point now too.
Even though I took the piss out of Whiskey before it, what the point I was trying to make, though, was he's not there for his shooting skills. He's there for his leadership in that squad lead role. And he has affected a push here on the point. Now, whilst that bombing run, maybe it was to try and clear out their garrison, it meant that the Foy Boys, they've blown up something down south. I'm not even sure what that is, but it's gone up in a big ball of fire.
Gun. The OC artillery gun just got taken out.
Righto, we got 7 on the clock now. Now shit's starting to get real here. The commander of this tank's looking at Rule 303. The Foy Boys are on the point. There goes that guy. Rule 303 is now dead. Nakaji's around the back with AT.
AT gun facing the Tiger. Oh, it's down. They got it.
They were watching for that. And there it is. It's gone as well. So that's now the second AT gun that's gone down there.
There's 3 dead ones there.
Nakajim, great work from this Tiger tank. As we said before, this is a very, very well-practiced tank squad, and I watch them all the time, and they're an absolute iron bastard to get around when they're on the other team, because if you're commanding and you've got those types of tanks on your battlefield, you need to get 2 or 3 tank squads to try and counter them, and we've seen that despite some interesting moves from them, that they are doing pretty well. I'm watching a counter-attack now from OC, and the point is contested. OC have come in behind Whiskey's OP. They've taken it out. So he's lost his OP, and he's no longer in the gameplay here. Whiskey's dead.
Push from the north.
I'm watching that push as well. They've got 2 squad leaders there. Squad leaders, for God's sake, send your infantry in first so that you can effect change with your OPs and Garys. The infantry is there to do the shooting and the dying if they need to, and allow you to rework it. How many times have we seen that where squad leads are in front and squad leads are getting shot? This is not
Satchel on the building.
Satchel on the building. Brilliant work here. This is a great push.
That tank's pulling them apart.
But this is where OC will come back with a counter-attack from that area to the west. Let's watch this. 5 minutes 30 on the clock. There's the target tank down.
Tank's down.
Oh,
That's a big kill there from OC. An absolutely huge kill. We'll whip around the other side here.
Look at it, there's 3 HP right there.
It's anybody's game right now. 5 minutes on the clock. Anybody's match.
The west.
No Gary's close to the point though. Foy Boys have got 3 up north. What have OC got for Gary's guys?
OC have a very close Gary in E7, num 2.
All right.
So
That's where that wave just came from.
That's where their waves. This is where that bombing run, which was thrown around before, would be very useful, wouldn't it?
yes.
Run a bombing run, east to west or west to east, coming in from where those bastard enemy are coming from. Something just blew up at the back. What was that?
That was a supply truck.
All right, so that's interesting. So I'd assume that was an OC?
I think that was timer. Yeah, it was an OC supply truck. I think it died from a timer.
Here's some sort of flyover. There's a couple of flyovers. There'd have to be an airhead here.
Building.
Supplies on the point.
Coming in from the east. He's spawned outside of the main wave, and he's going to start cleaning up.
George just satcheled the building. The OC are in.
Satchel on the building from George.
Satcheled the building, I think.
George is satchel.
I really want to see that. I really want to see that because that is a
that'd be
game-changing satchel. For God's sake, communicate with Jaeger. Holy hell! Let's see if this is a satchel.
This is going to wipe out OC.
Edge of the seat. There's a supply truck dropping supplies in the middle of the street. What is going on there?
To the south.
Gobatron.
no.
That's a tank.
see
Here's a
that.
truck. Guys in the building. There's a satchel.
There's the satchel.
What a satchel.
no.
What a great. There's an airhead. There's an airhead on the point as well. That's an OC airhead. God, this is close. This is tight. It's 50-50.
Oh,
Anybody's match. There's a push on the north there.
76 from the south pushing in.
OC, here we go. We've got a 76 down south again. God, I can't get anywhere here because there's so much going on. Is there a Tiger coming in? I'm not seeing another tank from the Foy Boys. Have they come in as infantry?
Oh, another satchel. The big
no.
building. Wow.
Big satchel there. Huge satchel from OC. Wiped the Foy Boys out. Locked Garrison on the point from the for the Foy Boys. Big spawn waves coming in from the west. AT on the building. Gerberman's in there. He's coming in to try and place a satchel. Can he do it? I don't think so. He's going to get shot to pieces before he gets there. Where's that satchel going to go, Gerberman? Where are you going to put it, mate? You're all by yourself at the moment. I think that tank kill and that second satchel might be game. I think it might be game. There's 2 minutes 44 on the clock. There's still a spawn wave.
He satcheled the tank.
He satcheled the tank. The satchel's on the
get
ground.
off.
Dead man's
get
picking it
defused.
up.
Oh, good man.
MVP right there.
Strafing run hasn't got anybody. Dead man's going for the big satchel. He's picked up the satchel and saved Red Cordial's tank. There's that strafing run that's passed by. OC have shut down the Foy Boys northeast attack. However, they've still got a Gary to the northwest. And are they watching? Is there anybody watching the northwest? Repurpose. He's looking out there. No, he's still running towards the east. They think all of the threat is to the east. Can the Foy Boys bring it in? 2 minutes on the clock. What do you think, boys? Is it there to win? Kiwi, tell me, mate. Is it there for Foy Boys to pull up?
oh, I just think OC's garrisons are just too powerful. They have fought this last 10 minutes has been amazing from Foy Boys. But OC's garrison placement is going to win the day. So, best of luck to Foy Boys. I'll never write them off, but I don't think they have it.
I don't think they do either. They've been pushed off the point now. They've got a wave coming in. Cortex is trying to come in from behind there. There should have been done about 10 minutes ago to stop that OC. That OC garrison that's off to the left there, somewhere in Echo 7. That's the game-saving garrison for OC because it allowed them to feed in via that supply route we talk about all the time. Troop after troop after troop into the point, and that's what allowed them to get enough people in there to both take out the Tiger and satchel the building, which shut down the Foy Boys attack. I'm not seeing a Foy Boys tank come in anywhere, so they must be on the ground now trying to take stuff. 1 minute on the clock, lads. 1 minute on the clock. I'm going to say that this is going to be OC's game. There's still a really good push wave. There's still a really good push wave from the north. If they can start the turn, it's overtime. If they start the turn of the point, it's overtime. We won't know. There it is. There it is. GG has been called.
GG's.
Holy shitbags. What a match, folks. What an absolute ripper of the last 10 minutes. People would be on the edge of their seats everywhere for that one. What a great game. Well done, OC. Commiserations, Foy Boys. You took way too long, but you pulled back an almost stunning victory in the last 20 minutes. OC had the goods to be able to...
Those two statues at the end.
Oh.
Both buildings. Wow.
Mate.
Talk to me, Poutine. What were your thoughts, mate?
Mate, just those satchels. We've been talking all week about satchel placements on buildings. And I told them the 2 buildings satchel on checkpoint. They satcheled both of them.
And it was well done. It was well done. Kiwi, your thoughts on that match, man?
Again, and we see it time and time again. You're right, Foy Boys just took too long because once they put an attack together, it was stunning. Absolutely stunning. But a couple of things went OC's way. But at the end of the day, their garrisons were in such good places that even though they were pushed, they were still in such a strong position. But even given that, Foy Boys still almost rolled them. That was a great match. That was
a great match. Gumby, thoughts on that one, mate?
Oh, that last push. Those satchels just changed it. The first one, yes, cleared out the OC, but that garrison saved them in the trenches just to the west there.
How many times this weekend did we see one garrison be the fate of a match?
Game 1. Airborne's fucking North Gary saved his ass.
There it is.
I remember that too because I saw 3 come out and I killed them, and I've gone to have a look and I died, and then I just heard all the footsteps marching over me. I'm like, they got a garrison to the north. Get to the north. That was the way
the sound of inevitability. It's like all the Mr. Smiths in the world have come running in from one garrison, like the Matrix. Look. 100%. Someone's just written in chat, Red Cordial's invincible. So they're obviously seeing that moment in time where he's gone and pistol whipped the garrison. What a match. Look, I was hopeful for something exciting like that. It was letting me down there for a little bit, but hats off to Foy Boys for going, righto, we'll ramp it up a notch here. And of course, OC just held on, had the goods, outplayed him in the end. What a great battle. What a great way to finish off the weekend of gaming. Ladies and gents, I'm going to wrap up the live stream there. I'm your host, Noppers. I've had Kiwi with me. I've had Pootang. I've had Well-Weathered Gumby. Lads, thanks for being part of this tonight. I think you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I appreciate all the support from the community. I hope you enjoyed this weekend streaming as much as we did, folks, and I look forward to catching up with you in 2 weeks' time. The next matches we've got, let's have a quick look here. On the 9th of April, it's the Public Team versus Chimera Legion. That'll be a good match. Followed up closely afterwards, TFK versus 3 Para. Kiwi, do you think TFK are going to ramp up by then, mate?
I think so, mate. I mean, they've had, from what I've seen, they've had a couple of rough games, I guess. But I would never write any team off. You know, I mean, we had a rough game to start. We didn't play well, to be fair. But any team, any one of these teams is good enough to turn around on the day. So we'll never, ever write off any team. So,
yeah, good.
Yeah, we'll bring our best game to TFK because they're capable any of these teams on their best day is capable of beating any others. So
I don't think there's going to be
Purple Heart's tough, mate.
I don't think there's going to be any easy battles for the rest of this comp, mate. They're all pretty hard maps to play on. So I wish you luck for that. And then the other 2 matches next in 2 weeks on the Sunday, OC versus the Hold'em Chimera team. And I think that's going to be a really interesting one. There's probably some longevity there in those 2 clans having been on the in the competition. If I can be polite about it, there's a very competitive streak between those 2 clans, no doubt. So there'll be a bit of grudginess there, I reckon. And then of course NRD are going to take on Foy Boys, and if Foy Boys are anything to go by tonight, NRD, good luck with that, lads. Good luck with that,
mate. He's pissed.
Piece of piss. That's
probably the best map.
Oh, he's gone and said it.
Yes, there it is. Right.
Best map to be versed in, one of the best tankers, I think. There's only like 3 ways to flank, and I think that's probably going to be the best chance we have at beating Foy.
All right.
I think we have a favoured map for NRD.
There we go. NRD have called it. They don't need to even play. They're in. No, we'll see what happens. Okay, ladies and gents, as I said, I'm your host, Noppers. Thanks for watching the Big D Premier League Round 2 battles, and I look forward to catching up with you in a couple of weeks. Best wishes to all, and I'll see you then.